So how about
Janelle here with another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. Hello, hello, hello. If you are joining me, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I hope that you have been in receipt of the invite today. And that if there is someone you know who could benefit from this message, that you have gone ahead and shared it with them, that you have shared it with them. I am super, super happy to have you guys all here joining with me. Again, if you are joining with me, go ahead and let me know who's in the house. So for those of you who come through each and every week to join me for Talk to Me Tuesday, Edna, I see you in the house. Hello, hello, beautiful. Love when the fam is in the house. So go ahead and type fam in the house. Let me know that you're in the house so we can go ahead and send you some love, send you some love. I do recognize that some of you have shared with me you're out golfing and doing different things on Tuesday as the world is opening back up. So you catch us on the replay. If that is the case, go ahead and type replay love so that I know you guys are rocking and rolling with me. Yes, you are. And you know, I love you for that, right? We missed you last week when you were out there whining and dining and have a good time, but you absolutely deserve it. So again, as you guys come on into the house, come on into the house. Join us, join us, join us for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. If you are here and you're coming on, just go ahead and make sure that we know who is in the house with us today so we can go ahead and recognize you. Marcus, I see that you are joining us. Again, welcome, 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 everyone. Always so happy to have all of you here with me each and every week. So today's topic is one that I am so excited to talk about, right? And I want to talk about it. And sometimes, you know, the message I always say to God the day that I come on here, I'm always like, all right, is this the right message? Is this what you want me to share? And today he sent me confirmation. So in the middle of my day, he had someone reach out to me who really needed to hear this message and they knew they weren't going to be on today. So I just want to go ahead and just thank him for the confirmation about today's message. So again, as people are coming on and joining with us, go ahead and come on in and let us know you are in the house so we can go ahead and recognize that you are here and live and joining with us. So today we're talking about how to prepare to succeed, right? And you may be wondering, for those of you who are new to the fam, new to the house, go ahead and put first time. I don't want to forget those people who may be joining us for the first time, because I did encourage you guys to go ahead and really invite anyone who you know could use this message today. So if this is the first time you're joining us, even if your first time joining for the replay, just let us know that you're new to the fam so we can go ahead and welcome you properly into the house. So today I want to share with you who I am first, right? Because every week I get here, and for those of you who, like Edna says, she rocks and rolls with me each and every Tuesday that I'm here. For those of you who know who I am, that's wonderful. But I know some of you are like, who is this lady showing up every single Tuesday for Talk to Me Tuesday, sharing and giving tips, tools, and strategies? So I truly get the distinct pleasure to really serve powerful individuals who are ready to be empowered in the relationships they have with themselves, the relationship they have with others, because they're ready to fully embody their success. So those are the people who I get to support when I'm not here joining you each and every week for Talk to Me Tuesday. So shout out to all of the people who really trust me with supporting them in their level of success. So that's who I am and how I get to show up each and every week and how I get to show up outside of the work that I do here with you each and every week. But enough about me. I know you guys are here because you want to know, what does it take to really be prepared for success? Now, today, and some of the things I'm going to share with you, I'm going to share with you my age, not the number, but you will see that you can figure out just exactly what I'm talking about when I share some of these examples. So each week, I really want you to come here with an open mind, ready to learn and grow and use this information to continuously get to that higher place for yourself. So I really want to share with you also, what are some opportunities we have coming up? I'm about to test something next month. And if you are interested, we are going to do Meet Me Mondays. And what Meet Me Mondays are is really going to be just a time for me to share a Zoom link for you guys to ask me specific questions that you are grappling with, where I may not be necessarily covering a topic on a Tuesday. So if that is the case and you want to go ahead and join me in that first week in Monday for Meet Me Mondays, go ahead, DM me, let me know so I can go ahead and make sure you have access to the link. So that's something that It's going to be new and something that we're going to be testing, right? Because I want to really make sure that I also have your voice. If you know you can't make it, but you really want me to just get some opinions from other people and engage in that conversation on Monday, shoot me your questions in the DM as well. And we'll make sure that we're engaging in that conversation and sharing with you some of the things that come up. Okay. So enough about what's coming up, enough about me. Let's dive right into what we're talking about today. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about how do you prepare for success? So for those of you who are joining me, let me know the answer to this question. Do you want success? Now, my hunch is in the comments, you guys are going to go ahead and put yes, right? Because who doesn't want success? But are you ready for success, right? So tell me, do you want success and are you ready for success? Because they're two very, very different questions. So I want to make sure that today we spend some time talking about what does it mean to want success and what does it mean to be ready for success, okay? So we are definitely going to go ahead and share what that means, what that looks like, right? So I know that you guys hear me and there's some delay. So, hey, Andrea, I love that Texas love. Always, always so happy to have you in the house. So with the question I want you guys to hold up to, right? And if you feel honest and you feel ready to share, right? We come here on the honesty kick, right? So share with me, do you want success? Share with me, are you ready for success? Because for me, this was a question that I was asked when I started to dive into this work and to do my business. And initially, I was like, oh, yeah, I want to succeed. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for success, right? And one of our close friends brought me, and you guys, one of these days I'll take you on a tour of this office space. But I have this beautiful Birkin bag that sits that's a reminder for me, not necessarily just about the number of money that I will need to get a Birkin bag, but just to continue to keep me going, continuing to allow me to remember why I do this work. It's about building legacy and to remind me that I am able to achieve all that I seek to achieve, right? So with that, some of you are sharing, yeah, I think I want to succeed, but I'm a little scared. I think I'm ready to do it, but I don't know what it takes to be successful. Don't you worry. I'm going to talk to you through some of the things that you need to make sure that you start to deal with that fear. Some of the things that you need to do to make sure you're having success, right? And I share with you, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what it is and what my age is, right? So I'm going to take y'all back a couple years. For those of y'all who can rock and roll with me with music from the past, like Tevin Campbell said, right? Can I talk to y'all? Now, if you don't know who Tevin Campbell is, look it up, all right? When I was in college, everybody knew who Tevin Campbell was, right? I don't know where Tevin Campbell is now. I know he has some scandals, but that's not it, right? He did have his song that says, can I talk to you? So I want to talk to y'all today, right? I want to use his line to really talk to you guys about what it means to have success. And the first thing that you have to do is you have to define what success is. Because success for many people, it's like glittering unicorns. It's rainbows. It's this thing that we're consistently trying to achieve. But when we keep trying to get it, we miss all of the successes we have along the way because we're moving in this journey and we're not stopping to celebrate. We're not stopping to realize, what is a success point for me? What does it mean to be successful? And I really challenge people not to view success by a number of money, by a number of cryptocurrency, by the amount of houses that you have. Because we know many, many famous people who have tons and tons and tons of money, but they don't have happiness. So you first have to define what success is to you. Because if you don't know what success is, how are you working to achieve it? All right? So I really want people to understand, when I say success, what does that mean to me? Because I don't want to keep chasing this unicorn. I don't want to keep chasing this rainbow that I can never reach. So I'm never satisfied. I never experience joy. I never experience happiness because every time I achieve something, I'm just like, oh, what's the next thing? Oh, what's the next thing? Oh, what's the next thing? So really understanding, how do I define it? So I really encourage people that I support to start with defining what success looks like. Because when you define it, it allows you to realize, what are you scared of? Are you scared of what? Are you scared of having funds that allow you to spend more quality time with the people you love? Are you scared that you are actually going to be able to achieve this thing, whatever is your success, right? So with that success, it is come a lot of expectations, a lot of responsibilities. But how do you define your greatness? Because every single one of us, I talked about this last week, every single one of us is unique, is a one of a kind masterpiece. So each of us has to describe individually what success looks like. And when we think about success, so many of us have a tendency to think about our jobs, to think about our profession. I really want to challenge you to think about, what does success look like in every single part of my life? If I am married, what does it look like for me to be successful in my marriage? If I'm in a relationship, what does it look like for me to be successful in my relationship? What does it look like for me to be successful as a grandmother, as a mother, as a wife, as a husband, right? So in all of these entities, we have a tendency to believe success only happens connected to money. And I really want to challenge that belief, because I can tell you, from having six figures, from working towards getting seven figures, all of these, when you have that, then what? When you look in your bank account and your bank account has $100,000, $500,000, $3 million, have you achieved success? And if so, by whose standards? Because you're going to be working towards, again, something that may not be your goal. There are many people whose success for them is being able to be at home and to be happy and to be loved by the people who are in their homes. Far be it from me to say that's not success. Far be it from any of you to say that's not success. But really understanding things that happen impacts your happiness. So understanding, really holding up success, also comes with challenges. The path of straight and narrow, no obstacles, no pitfalls, no roadblocks. Those of us who live in New England, we know good and well, there's potholes along the way. So really, as we swerve through those potholes, how are we learning? What are we learning that's going to allow us to move forward in our success, right? So I really want you to think about, before you say that you want success, define success. Before you say you're ready for success, know what you're ready for. So these are, again, questions that I had to think about myself and to really come up with some clarity around. I want to be successful, not just in my business, not just in my profession. I wanted to be successful in every single part of my life. But in order for me to do that, again, I had to think about certain things. What was going to be the additional responsibilities? What were going to be the additional things that I had to grapple with? Because, Biggie, bless his heart, rest in peace, Biggie. With more money comes more problems. So understand, if that's how you define success, are you also ready for those more problems? So as we think about this, and as I share with you just some quick things to think about as you prepare for success, there are three things I really want to make sure that I hold up with you today. Right? And the first thing is, do you have a blueprint for success? You've done the work. You've described what success means to you across all of the levels of your life. Now what? I know what it looks like for me to be a successful mom, to be a successful wife, to be a successful colleague, a successful business owner, right? So now, what's my blueprint to continue to build on that success, to achieve that success, right? Because oftentimes I can't wait for brother man from the fourth floor to come down and show up and say, here is all of the things you said were for success, right? Again, some of y'all might not know who brother man from the fourth floor is, but just work with me, right? But no one is going to just show up. The Amazon guy is not just going to show up right now, ring your bell and say, here you go, here's a success. So you need to have a blueprint. You need to have a strategy for how you are going to achieve this success. So for those of you who are holding up right now, you're like, ooh, I want success in my relationship. What are you doing? Are you just being present with the person and hoping that it's working, but you're not putting anything into it? The time that you spend, are you on your phones? Are you working? Right? I might be stepping on some people's toes, making some people clutch their pearls, but you need to hear this because oftentimes our relationships, we have had success, we work hard at the beginning, but then we plateau because of love. We're like, this person loves me, I love them, they should understand. But how are we communicating? How are we being intentional, right? That's next week's topic. I'm not going to go down that path, right? But again, in my relationship, what am I doing to have success? What's my blueprint? What's my plan? Other than I like you, you like me, this should work. Because I can tell you, that's necessarily not the greatest blueprint for success, right? So the first thing, like I said, for you to prepare for success is to have a plan. So you know how to work towards it. The next thing is you need to have some tools, right? Because it's great to have all of these grandiose plans for how I'm going to achieve this, right? And again, when you have these grandiose plans, now what? So I have a blueprint, but because I have a blueprint doesn't mean I have a brand new home. I need some people to show up and take this blueprint and have some tools to actually build the structure. So when you're seeking your success, what tools do you have? What do you have in your toolkit to allow you to succeed, right? What are those things that are going to leverage and propel your success as you move forward, right? So I really want you to make sure that for those of you, again, who, let's say that you're starting a business, let's say you own your own business. What tools are you using? Are you the type of person who you have some amazing products, but they're sitting in your house? You have some amazing items. You're getting people who are purchasing, you're getting contracts, you're getting these things. But as you have these, you don't have any systems in place. You don't have any tools. So it's you doing it all by yourself, right? So again, these are just some tools across the board. Do you know your love language? If for those of you who are seeking success in your relationship, how are you leveraging the tools of both your love language and their love language to ensure you're having that success you're seeking? Who are you partnering with, right? Which takes us to the third item as you prepare for success. So again, the first thing is, do you have a plan? The second thing is, now that you have this plan, do you have some tools to make this thing happen? Right? Because I can wish it, I can want it. But then, do you have a strategy for this success? Do you know how to use those tools? Right? Because I tell you guys this all the time. If somebody comes to my house right now and drops off all of the tools I need to build a house, I can't build a house. I'm going to need some additional help. I'm going to need to YouTube for hours, right? But ultimately, I'm just going to need to find somebody who specializes in that, who can support me in that, who can hold me accountable, right? Now, again, I use the description of Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whichever, right? Maybe I'm the only person who did that. I'm telling all my business out here, right? Y'all got me out here spilling my guts. But as I'm talking, I need you to understand the reason those programs do well, they ain't telling you that you don't know. Eat less, work out more. I mean, secret revealed. Eat less calories. Ta-da, right? The secret is revealed. But these are billion-dollar companies because what they do is they connect people with someone to help you hold you accountable. That's the shock. That's the surprise. Because when you have that, you're able to put all of those things together. So even if I download all of the possible keto, this thing, that thing, all of the diets in the world, and I now have all of the plans, if I'm going to go keto, if I'm going to give up carbs, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to do that, I can print out all of those and have all of those plans written down. If I print out, taking it all the way back for Taebo, sweating to the oldies, whichever thing that you were into, right? If you on your Peloton, you out here riding great, awesome, right? But if you have all of those things, you have the tapes, you have the CDs, you have the bike, you have the mirror, whatever you have, if you're not using them, if you don't have somebody who's checking in with you, it is so easy to fall back into, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But when you're working towards success, you need somebody who's going to, again, support you and push you, but hold you up as you move forward. Right? So again, I love it. I love these true words. And I really want to always come here and provide you guys with the honesty to make sure you're feeling empowered, to make sure that you guys are getting to that place where you can have that success, right? Because every single one of us has everything it takes to achieve our success. Because again, we get to define what that success looks like and feels like for ourselves. So I really want to challenge you guys that when someone says to you, "Are you successful?" Honestly answer them. And if you answer in a way that doesn't bring you joy, that doesn't make you feel comfortable, what are you doing? Where are you in the process of actually preparing for your success? Do you have a blueprint? Are you connecting to the tools you need? And do you have a strategy and someone who's going to help you to be accountable? For those of you, again, who I hold up that this work is for everyone in every single relationship, the relationship you have with yourself, the relationship you have with others. Let your partner be your accountability partner. Let your coworker who you trust be your accountability partner. If you need a strategic coach, I'm here. All of these mechanisms, make sure you're leveraging to ensure that you are having that success. Because as this world opens up and we move back into the old normal of moving so fast and constantly chasing those unicorns and rainbows, I want you to make sure that you're chasing something, you're working towards something that matters to you. So each and every week, I try to come here and make sure that I am leaving you with a message that keeps you empowered, that allows you to rise to all of your brilliance. It has been my honor to serve you this week. I hope you all are walking away, making sure you're heading towards being prepared for your success. If you do nothing else, as you leave here tonight, take some time to identify where you have success and where you want to have greater success in every single component of your life. You can do it. I know you can. And you have what you need. Work on identifying your blueprint. Make sure you have those tools. And most importantly, make sure that you have somebody to hold you accountable to ensure you are strategizing for your success. It has been my honor to serve you this week. I look forward to joining you next week for another episode of Talk to Me Tuesday. Remember to stay safe until we meet again. Take care.